me today? All right, I am going to share my screen. All right, so let's get right into this. How many of you started your businesses this year, or you're growing your business this year and you are very serious about growing it, scaling it, getting to the next level? Let me know in the comments. Were you very serious when you started this year? We're into August at this point, right? Were you serious about growing it? You were like, this is my year. 2022 is my year. I am all in. And can you guys see my slides? Let me know if you can see my slides. Thumbs up on that. Can I get a thumbs up? Okay. All right. Can somebody let me know on Facebook if you can see my slides? We're starting here. It's a little slow. Okay. Very serious about starting our business this year. And so can you rate for me? Can you rate for me from a scale to 1 to 10? How do you think that growth is actually going? You are really serious, but I want to know, how do you think it's going? From 1 to 10, how do you think it was going? I'm going to give everyone, was that a negative 10? We got a 6, a negative 10. All right. All right. I love the honesty. This is good. We're evaluating, right? A 7, a 2. Okay. A 2, a 7 to 8. I love this, guys. This is good. This is good. Give everyone a couple more minutes to answer. Will I check on Facebook? Okay. Yep, we can see. Yeah. Okay, awesome. All right. Love it. And on a scale from 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with that? Right? You just rated yourself on how well your growth is going. How satisfied are you with that growth, with what you just told me? Are you okay with that? From a 1 to 10, are you okay with the level of growth you've had, with how well you have really grown, or what you've achieved this year? Negative 100, like it. 0, 6. Not mad about it, could be better. 5. You guys notice when you put a number on it, right? When you put a number on it, it means something, right? It makes you feel a certain way. And it's okay to rate yourself. It's okay to say, man, I'm really not doing as well as I wanted to be doing this year. I haven't achieved what I wanted to achieve so far this year. And the reality is that a lot of us have severely underestimated what we're able to accomplish in a year, but we overestimate what we can accomplish in 1 month, right? And so we put these expectations on ourselves, and we're like, today I'm going to do all of these things. This week I'm going to do all of these things. This month I'm going to do all of these things, right? And we're unhappy about our growth in 1 month, but if we look at the year as a whole, it's like, wow, we've actually achieved quite a bit. Gotta get some stuff out of the way so I can actually see my own slides. One of the biggest reasons we're not satisfied with the growth and progress that we've made is because it's not clearly defined, right? Maybe you haven't clearly defined for yourself what your growth looks like. Maybe you haven't clearly defined for yourself how many sales you want, what it actually takes to get those sales, how many clients you want, what you're actually going to charge those clients, what kind of clients you want, what you're going to deliver to those clients. Maybe you don't actually have a pathway for yourself. And so my goal today is that I want to help you clearly define what the rest of your year could potentially look like. I want to help you today have more of a blueprint, have more of an understanding of what actually needs to happen in your business right now, so you know what it looks like to grow and reach your potential the rest of this year. We still have a lot of time left, right? we can achieve quite a bit for the rest of this year. And I'm going to assume that the people on this call today, you're all really serious about your personal and business growth. Is that correct? If it's not correct, if you are not serious about it, if you aren't here because you don't really care about your personal growth, if you don't really care about the growth of your business, this might not be the call for you, and that's okay. The people that I want on this call today, the people I want to hang out with me today, it's going to be the people, the men and the women that see their future clearly, that know that money is there for them. They know there's enough wealth, right? They know that their business is absolutely going to grow. They're just figuring out the steps to take. They're just looking for those next steps. What do I need to do next? And as soon as somebody gives them those keys, they're ready to use them. They're action takers. They're money makers, right? Does that sound like you guys that are on this call, that are tuning in live from Facebook? If it is, let me know in the comments. If this is you, if you're an action taker, if you're a money maker, let me know. Or look at the chat. Yes, ma'am. We gotta let's fucking go. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so a little bit about me. For those of you who don't know me, this is an important part. Some of you might be tuning into this call for the first time with me today. I wanna let you guys know, you may have saw my post yesterday. In 2011, 2012, I actually deleted my Facebook completely. I had gone through too much trauma. I had experienced an actual shooting. My mom was the only survivor of a quadruple homicide. I had gone through a divorce due to my own demise, truthfully. I had my life completely flipped upside down, and I couldn't handle to see every single other person moving on happily with their life when I didn't know who I wanted to be and where I wanted to go. I had moved back in with my dad after buying my first home at 20 years old. Bought my first home at 20 years old, had to move back in with my father because I had no home. I had lost all my friends. I had lost all the family that I had known because it was all tied up in my previous marriage. Lost all my animals, left them all there. I literally left with nothing. I think I took my kitchen table. I still have it today in my new house with my new husband and my kids, right? So, hated social media, but met my new husband, had 2 kids. In my 2017, I was lonely enough after moving out of my original hometown to be with my husband. I was lonely enough that I decided I'm gonna get on social media, but I'm gonna be super private about it. I started a new social media account with nobody on it. I had barely any friends on there. I decided to be really private, just hang out in some Facebook groups so I can meet some mom friends. Started my own Facebook group for the first time in 2017. Started a mom's group, right? I started that with Allie. Allie, you guys, most of you know, she's my right-hand girl. She's number 2 in my company. I realized at that time that I could probably utilize these new social media skills that I was building to grow a freelance bookkeeping and accounting business. And I decided at that time, you see this picture here, I decided at that time to quit my job as a CFO to stay home with my babies, stay home with my boys, right? Went from hating social media, thinking it was the worst thing on earth, not wanting to see anyone on social media because I was mortified that everyone else was living a great life while my life was in shambles, to deciding to embrace social media to build the beautiful life I have today. And today I have a 7-figure company. And fast forward, so I was able to, in my first year as a freelance bookkeeper and offering outsourced CFO business consulting, I went from making no money, I quit my job, making no money, to making 6 figures my first year. My second year, I went on to make $250,000. From there, I've built a 7-figure marketing company, consulting and helping people build their own businesses using social media. I'm turned into a content expert and known as an organic marketing expert. So life is crazy like that, right? So now that you guys know a little bit more about me, what I do, and who I am, I want to tell you a little bit about the clients I work with. So, Caitlin Lemus Portillo, she consistently signs on clients at 25K plus, and actually just had a 125K week after hanging out with me last week. We masterminded for the weekend, and she ended up coming back and did 125K in 1 week with the strategies that she implemented hanging out with me. And she was just able to pay cash for a beachfront vacation. We have Wendy Tibbetts. Wendy and I have a lot in common. We both walked through divorce in 2011. She was a CFO. She's more than tripled her monthly revenue in the last 5 months. She's hired a full-time employee, and she has finally decided to quit her full-time job. So congratulations, Wendy. Christina Fritz. Christina retired her husband. Her husband works full-time with her now, and she just hit 100K this year by the middle of May, and fired one of her biggest clients because they weren't aligned, right? So getting to decide who she wants to work with has been so important for her. Love this. I also actually just got off a call with, I want to talk about it really quick. I just got off a call with Morgan, and Morgan started working with us in April, and she just told me that she just doubled her revenue. She's been able to double her revenue, her reoccurring revenue in the last 3 months here. And so she's now doing, I think 86, she said 8,600 a month, which is amazing, right? To go from 4K, and then in three months later, she's making 8,600. So she's easily going to have a 6-figure year. So super proud of Morgan, and she's doing that alone right now. We actually just advised her she needs to hire somebody to give her some help so she can scale a little faster now. So, I'm talking about these amazing women. I'm talking about myself and how we've done this. And that's what I really want to talk to you guys about today is what are these strategies that we are using to do this? And so what are these 3 main pillars in your business that you absolutely need in order to scale and be sustainable, right? So I want to tell you guys a quick story about when I first started teaching marketing. When I first started teaching marketing, I wish she was on this call today. She probably will tune in for the replay of that. I had one of my first clients. Her name was Becky Crichton, and some of you know Becky. Actually, let me know. Who knows Becky Crichton? We're still friends to this day. I helped Becky blow her business up. She went from not having a business to doing over $20,000 in revenue in a matter of a couple weeks. And I was really good at teaching her how to market her business. But what I wasn't good at that time was teaching her how to be sustainable, was teaching her how to scale in a way that wasn't going to burn her out, right? And so one of the biggest mistakes I made with Becky was not knowing how to help her put systems in place so she would have a business that wasn't going to burn her to the ground, right? And so this actually happened. She ended up burning her business to the ground. And I'm not sure exactly where she is in life at this moment, but what happened over the years is I realized I'm not just here to teach people how to grow their businesses for them to be miserable and make a lot of money, right? Like I could teach you to make a lot of money all day long, but it's not going to be worth it if all you're doing is working your ass off, working 60+ hours a week with a lot of money in your bank account, right? So how do I teach people to make a lot of money and actually enjoy their lives? And so that's what I've really dedicated my life to. And that's what I want to talk about here. So there's going to be an element woven in of like, how do you do this all in a scalable and sustainable way as I talk through these things? Does that sound good to everybody? Awesome. Okay. So first thing I want to talk about is the client acquisition system. So the first thing you have to have in your company to be scalable, to be sustainable, is a client acquisition system. And here's the thing, this is not something that you get to do when you want to do it. This isn't something you do on Fridays or when you are ready to take on a new client or once a month or every other week. This is something that happens every single day in your company. Your company must have a daily acquisition system, because like Taco Bell, like McDonald's, like Pizza Hut, we must be selling every single day. Can you imagine if you walked into a pizza shop and you were like, I'd like to buy a pizza, and they're like, oh, we don't sell pizza today, right? It's like, okay, well, when do you sell pizzas? Only when we feel like it. We don't really know. We don't have a system. It's like, you'd be pretty pissed, right? So we must always have a system in place where we know how and when and why and where we can bring on new clients. So our client acquisition system looks like this. We need to have a way to connecting every single day. Connecting can be done through paid media, right? So we could have buying media. We could do paid systems where we have people teaching us how to, or we can have ads running, right? Or you do it through organic strategies. I heavily grew my business with organic, which was through Facebook, right? So connecting with people, bringing people into my network, providing value. So connecting, bringing new people into your audience every single day, whether that be through organic methods or paid methods. It must happen every single day. Now, ultimately, this is something that could be automated, right? So I want you to keep that in mind. This is something that gets to be automated. The next part of this is once you have the people in the funnel, right? So the people come in, you're connecting with them, they're in the funnel. They need content from you, right? They need valuable content. They need to get to know you. Imagine if you connected with me and you never ever got to know me. What would happen? Nothing, right? Many of the people on this call have bought from me before. Let me know, have you ever bought from me? Have you ever bought anything from me? Comment in the comments if you have or haven't bought something. Paid me any kind of money, even if it was $7, whatever, right? What's Hilton Head? Yep. So we got a lot of people that are like, yes, 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 right? And some of you haven't quite yet, but I'd like to believe that at some point you will buy something from me. I'm like, you will buy something from me today. I'm going to sell you something today, just a heads up. And hopefully you buy it. That is the plan for you all to buy from me today. So at the end of the day, you all are here hanging out with me and I'm delivering valuable content, right? So doesn't it make sense that in the way you have ultimately, many of you think about the way you buy from people, you buy from people because you've been nurtured by them. You've been told that what they have is valuable, what they have is good. You like their personalities, right? Think about the people you buy from. Now recreate that for the people in your audience, right? So now they're there, but we must create value for them. And that content, we want it to be elevated, right? We want it to be higher end so we don't end up attracting broke people. And so there's a difference between putting out content that's going to attract broke people and content that attracts premium buyers. There's content that solves broke people problems. That's when you would put out content that talks about starting your business, or content that's like setting up your books, right? So if you're a bookkeeper, which many of you are, or you're an accountant or CPA, and you put out a bunch of content about like setting up your bookkeeping for the first time, you might get more people that are startups that don't really have a lot of money to pay you. But if you put out more content that's maybe heavily around managing your money, or what to do when you're making a lot of money, right? Like how to invest better. That type of content is likely going to attract a higher level person. So if you're looking to attract premium clients, you're going to want to use premium level content to qualify these people. So you're attracting those people that are like, I have money and I want to pay somebody that has these elevated skills, right? So putting out content consistently. Many of you know we have a 7 Magic Post system to help you do that, right? If you haven't taken us up on getting the 7 Magic Post system, please do it. It's the best possible strategy you could be using to nurture people in your audience. The next part of this is conversations. So how do you take those people that are raising their hand in your content They're on your Facebook, they're on your Instagram, wherever they are. They're LinkedIn, right? You could use LinkedIn, whatever platform you've decided. How do you now take those people and have qualifying conversations? And I'm going to tell you how to do that right now. In a qualifying conversation, there are 3 things you need to find out. Write this down. You need to find out, where are they right now? Where do they want to go? What if they tried to do to get there? Right? Those are the 3 things that you need to find out. If you find out those 3 things, then you can decide if it makes sense to take them to the next step. Right? We're going to talk about the next step, the next pillar of this in just a second. So Leslie says that so works. Yes, it does. Right? And it makes sense. So let's think about this for let's go a little deeper into that. Where are you now? Right? If you find out immediately, it's like, hey, tell me a little bit about your business. Oh, I don't have a business. Immediately disqualified. Look at how easy that was. Imagine if you would have gotten on a call with that person. What a waste of your time, right? So let's qualify people before we're actually getting them on our consultations, right? So the next part of this is a marketing system, right? This right here that we're talking about, you guys, this is marketing. You can do this through email. You can do this through Facebook. You can do this through LinkedIn. You can do this through Instagram. And if you want omnipresence, because you're at that level, right? You could do it through them all, right? This could be done through YouTube, all of it. You take this system and apply it to wherever you think is going to be best, wherever you think is going to infiltrate your ideal clients the best, right? So if your ideal client maybe is, let's say you want to reach out to salons, high-end salons that maybe do high-end extensions where they're charging their clients like $1,500. Instagram, take this system, apply it to Instagram, right? Because salons, they're on Instagram, right? They're doing the reels, showing the flips of their hair, all of the things, right? They're creatives. So you're going to want to be on Instagram. Go where your people are. Okay. Does this make sense? Is everybody getting this? Are you guys getting value so far? We're only into pillar 1, but I want to make sure you're getting value so far. Okay. So the next part of this is, once you understand this is the rule, once you understand this system, you understand it. You know your ideal client. You know who you are marketing to. You know who you are talking to. Guess what you can do? You can get somebody in your team that can be your marketer. You can have your director of marketing. You can have your CMO. That's what Allie is to me. Allie makes sure all of our marketing is done. She makes sure, you guys, when our content is all posted, you think I do it? No, it is not me. When our emails go out, do you think I do all that? Heck no, I don't, right? Allie's in charge of it. And truthfully, Allie doesn't even send the emails, right? She has somebody else do it for her. She's in charge of making sure everything happens, but she doesn't even do all of it all the time, right? So sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. My point is, though, once you have an understanding of how to market to your ideal client, only then does it make sense to bring in somebody to be your marketing director. But if you don't understand how to market your company, here's what I want to tell you. You are never going to be able to properly adjust your marketing system, your marketing strategy, because you're never going to know if what somebody else is doing is good enough or if it works, right? Does that make sense? Like, a really great example of this is a couple of weeks ago, I had a really hard conversation with one of my mentors, and I was talking about ads, and I was like, it's just such a struggle for me because I really don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. And they're like, you need to learn it. And I was like, yeah, but I don't really want to learn ads. And they're like, no, you need to learn it. And I was like, really? Like, even if I'm not going to run it? And they're like, you need to learn it. The only way to feel like you absolutely understand what's going on with your company is if you understand how to buy media. Until then, you're never going to trust the process. And I was like, shit, you're right. So guess what, you guys? I have spent the last 2 days on like 2 4-hour calls learning paid media with some of the best people in the world, with Frank Kern and Stefan Georgi. That's what I've been doing in my evenings, is learning paid media. Like, my mentor told me I had to do it. Like, that's the only way you're going to feel comfortable. with understanding, because yes, I want to pay somebody else to do it because I don't want to necessarily do it, but I can't critique the system. I can't know if it's working or say we can do it better if I don't understand it myself, right? You can't ever be in control of your own money if you don't understand how to make your own money. Does that make sense? All right. So the next part of this, we get them into conversation. We qualify them. Client advisory and consultative sales is the next part of this, right? So I want to let you guys know that we stopped doing typical sales calls, strategy type calls a long time ago. We don't do them anymore. This is taught by a lot of like marketers. It's taught by a lot of people. Like do the discovery call and then do a strategy call. And we stopped doing them because they're not personalized. It's a scripted, ask them this question, ask them this question, ask them this question. What we think makes more sense at this point is to have somebody in your team or you, right? So you might start doing this right now. Have somebody who is solely in charge of just consulting people, who is there as a mentor. Hear me out, as a mentor to say, what are you going through? What are your struggles? Can we actually support you on what you need support on? So this is consultative and advisory sales. The best advice I've ever gotten, I'm going to give it to you today, is get every single person on your team trained in consultative and advisory sales. Best piece of advice I've ever gotten. Anyone who has any kind of direct conversations with any of your clients should be trained in consultative and advisory sales. And here's why. Say like let's just say that you already have a client and they get on the phone with you or somebody on your team, right? Because we're going to talk about the fact that you're going to have a team. You're going to need a team to help you. If you don't have a team yet, some of you do, maybe some of you don't. And they get on the phone and that client is looking for some sort of help. They need to know how to consult them and how to advise them and give them a new deal. Because this is where boundaries and scope creep come in. Because so often when a client gets on the phone and they say, hey, Allison, hey, yeah, I really need your help. I'm struggling with this and this and this, and it would be really great if you guys could help me with this. And instead of you saying, okay, what do you have? I'm going to drop everything and just do it for you right now at no extra charge and just waste all of my time today, because that's how many of you are guilty? Let me know in the comments. Guilty. Who's guilty? Who's guilty? Allison's like, oh shit, girl is calling me out. Guilty, right? What are we going to say instead? And some of you have heard me say this before. Some of you heard me say this before. That's not this deal. That's a different contract, right? Right? Okay. So, hey, actually, that's not included in your initial investment. I would love to support you on that. Let's talk about what that would look like, right? So this is where we have boundaries. This is where we offer that we do that consult. We advise on what are the next steps. It sounds like you're having this problem, right? Sounds like you're having this problem. I can help you solve that. This is what the investment looks like, right? It's a new deal. It's a new investment. It's a new contract. Guys, that's why everyone needs to be trained in consultative and advisory sales. Because if it's not part of the initial contract, if it's not part of the initial agreement, we need to create a new agreement for it, right? So we can have boundaries, so we don't have scope creep like crazy, right? And this is where we get paid every time we do more work, because we're constantly doing more work. And here's the thing, I am all for over delivering to our clients. I'm all for it. Over deliver all day long. But there is a level at which things become too much, right? Yes, this is how you can raise your own rates. And when somebody is in a situation, you look for that opportunity, right? So this is also looking for opportunities to help people and support people. So that takes me to the next part of this, right? And so you want to get good at this. You want to get good at client advisory and consultative sales, so you know how to sell to your clients. And then you can train people in your team to do this for you, so they could take the call, so they can do it. And you know who the best people that are going to be? The best people in your team that are going to be really good at consultative and advisory sales are the people who are doing the work, because they see the value. They know exactly what's going on. So don't think that just because they're not a good salesperson. The best person on our team right now at sales is Alexis. You know why? Because she worked in client success for a year. She knows the transformations that happen every day in our company. And so it's so easy for her to sell that transformation, right? So easy for her to sell that. So for you guys, if you have a team member who's already supporting your clients, it's going to be really easy for them to sell that as well. So don't write them off as incapable of selling for your company, right? So that takes me to looking for opportunities to help your people be successful. So client success and fulfillment is the third part of this. Without having client success and fulfillment, you guys, you have no business. Marketing, if you get really good at marketing, if you get really good at sales, that's great. Your business will last maybe a year, maybe 2 if you're lucky. Maybe 2 if you're lucky, right? Because ultimately that reputation is going to outlive and get way louder than your marketing and your sales strategies. If your reputation becomes, they're really good at marketing and sales, but they can't deliver on what they say, right? We don't want that. And truthfully, I'm really proud of the fact that I'm still here in 2022, going into 2023, because most coaching companies don't last as long as we have, right? They don't. We started in 2019. We're very lucky to be here. Most don't last this long for that exact reason. They're really good at marketing. They're really good at sales. But at the end of the day, their reputation gets a lot louder, right? So client success and fulfillment, looking for opportunities to help your clients. What does this look like? It looks like getting them the results. This is not a checklist of the services that you can provide them. Hear me again, say that. This is not a checklist of the services that you can provide them. If you want premium level clients, friends, they need more than a checklist of the services you can provide them. They need a transformation. They need something to show them you care about the sustainability and the scalability of their company. Can you help them increase sales? Can you help them make more money? Can you help them decrease their tax liability? Can you help them increase their revenue? Can you help them decrease their expenses? Most of the people that I talk to, we're in a harder niche. We're in the make more money, biz op niche, right? For those of you who are like, no, I'm in the peace of mind niche. No, you're not. No, you do not offer peace of mind. Don't say that anymore. Don't say it ever again. You do not sell peace of mind. You sell that you're going to help them make more money, save more money. I promise you. That's what you're going to do. They want to feel like they have someone fighting in the trenches for them. Yes, they do. Absolutely. Right? And so if you're in the financial space specifically, and this is, I'm going to reference the financial space because it's my background and it's who is primarily in my audience. But if you're in the financial space and you're doing just bookkeeping, right? Instead of getting that bookkeeping done and just sending them the reports, what could you do? Look for an opportunity to support them. So you look over those reports. Look them over. Look through their general ledger. Is there anything that you could support them on? Is there any areas that they could use your help? Right? Is there any variance, major variance? Hey, John, I noticed you had a 30% increase in your payroll this month. What happened? What's going on? What do you mean I got a 30% increase in my payroll? Yeah, 30%. Something's going on with your team. I noticed it's increased by 30%. We should look at that, right? Imagine, what if somebody was stealing from them? What if somebody was clocking more time than they should have been and it was overlooked, right? You'd be the hero. Pointing out trends, yep. Cash flow analysis, showing them their future, right? Looking for opportunities. Notice another way of creating opportunities to help your clients succeed and help them fulfill on what you say you're going to do for them. This is an area, especially in the financial niche, you see all the time. My clients paid me, but they're just not doing the things they need to do. I don't have their stuff yet. It's so annoying, right? People complain about it all the time. Ever think maybe they're just human and they're really busy, right? How could that be an opportunity to support them? Hey, Joe, I know you're really busy. You have a lot going on. I know you're really behind on getting me stuff. I'd love to get on a call and talk about how I can support you. Maybe that looks like me flying to wherever they are, right? Or driving a couple hours to come to you. I'll help you get all your paperwork in order. We're going to put a system in place. I'm going to do this for you, right? There's obviously an investment. That's what this, right? You're going to give me a glowing review also, by the way, but I'm your partner. I'm your team member. I want to help you. You think anybody else has ever offered to do that for them? No, especially in our niche. The financial niche is notoriously too busy to care, too busy to give a shit, but not us, right? The reason I became so quickly known as the best locally, literally the H&R Block right down the road was referring to people to me so quickly and so fast. Like I had been in business for 1 year and I was the best, right? So it happened so fast. Why? Because I cared. Because I cared about my people. Was I the most expensive locally? Yes, I was. Did people say no to me all the time because I was expensive? Yes, all the time. But the people who wanted the best, they signed up, right? It was because I cared, because I gave a shit, because I wasn't too busy, because I wasn't just turn them and burn them, right? Like here's another tax return, it's done. And here's the thing, you guys, I have an accountant. I have a CPA. He does not look at my numbers. He does not care if I had a loss last month. He doesn't care if my tax burden is crazy. He doesn't care if at the end of the year, I'm going to end up paying $46,000 in taxes. He doesn't look at it, right? He doesn't. Luckily, I'm equipped with the tools to advise myself, right? If I wasn't equipped with those tools, I'd find somebody else that would help me with that. But I see the difference. Who do you want to be? And this is for anybody. If you're a coach, whatever you do, this is for anybody. Who do you want to be? Do you want your clients to be another number? Or do you want to be somebody who looks for opportunities to support them at the highest level possible, right? If you want to get paid high fees, this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. If you want to get paid high fees by your clients, deliver high quality work. You want to get paid $5,000? Deliver $5,000 worth of value to whoever you're working with right now. And I don't care if they're only paying you $100, because you're never ever going to get paid more until you prove it to yourself that you are valuable enough to get paid that 5K. Does that make sense? You prove it to yourself, you prove it to all your clients, you deliver it right now, and guess what? Those people will come. It's the be, do, have mentality. You do not have $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 clients until you be somebody who is worthy of having $20,000, $30,000 clients. Until you start doing the things that a person with $20,000, $30,000 clients would do. And then only then will you have them. It doesn't work the other way. Got it? Let me know in the comments if you got it. All right, has this been good so far? Is this helpful? The last part of this I want to say is you're not in charge of your client success and fulfillment. Guess what? Someone else is. I'm not in charge of my client success and fulfillment. I can't do all of that all day. Do I worry about it? Do I care about it a whole hell of a lot? Yes, I do. I think every single person that has ever been a client of mine knows that, right? I care a lot about it. But that's why I handpick people in my team to also care about it just as much as I do, right? That's why when I had an accounting business, I handpicked a beautiful woman named Lindsay to take care of every single one of my clients, to make sure that they were all okay, right? And she communicated directly with them. She asked them if they were okay. She communicated with them on a monthly basis. Not only when she needed something, not here and there, but she checked in with them for me. She sent them an email. Hey, everything looked good this month. Did you have any questions for us? Here's your reports, right? We noticed this, this, and this. Here's a couple of variances I want you to look at. Want to give us more information on this, right? Anything we needed, anything we had. Didn't take a lot of time to continue to have and build those relationships. Now, I had clients where I did this too. My higher level clients, back and forth constantly. They had my personal phone number. They texted me. I didn't even care because they paid me more, right? They paid me a lot. So it was easy for me to do that. Okay. How many of you had an aha moment? At least took away one or two things from this? I'm gonna go implement something. I'm gonna take something away. I hope that's the case here. Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys have. Okay. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Yes, 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 yes. So overall, you have these three departments, right? You have client acquisition, advisory, consultative advisory sales, and then you have client success and fulfillment. Those are the three areas. And so you're going to ultimately need one person in charge of all of those in order for you to be the CEO. Got it? You're going to step into the CEO role. So I need you to start thinking at that level. If I'm going to be the CEO, I need to start thinking about these three roles. As I grow, I need these three roles taken care of. Okay? And it might be messy at times. So our three intentions were to show you what's possible. I don't know where that 4 came from, but that's okay. How to create a community and network. So our three intentions moving forward are to show you what's possible. We want to create a community and a network so you guys never feel alone in business. And we want to give you a proven blueprint and transform your business. Where most people are getting stuck in their business right now is where they lack clarity. They find comfort in inaction. They get distracted. It pulls them away from implementing. They overthink, perfectionism, and they never get to the root of their real problems in their business. Does this stuff sound a little familiar to some of you? I bet it does. In the past year, I've hired mentors at 10K, 18K, 20K, 25K, and even more. I spent over 100K in mentorship in my business, all with the intention of understanding how to scale my business in a way that creates freedom, to close more clients, get better results for our clients, and become the best in our industry. That is really my goal. I want to be the best in my industry. Competitors, hear me. I will be the best in this industry. I actually really don't believe in competition. I love every single competitor I have. They are my friends. In the past 5 years, we've gone from 0 to 6 figures in 6 months. And now we're at 6-figure months. We've accomplished multiple 6-figure launches. We've collected over 270 cash in 1 month, 670,000 in 1 launch. We've helped hundreds of clients quit their jobs, retire their husbands, and get more time with their children. And I could stop there, but I won't, because I believe that I was put on this earth to create a generational impact. I believe it's our responsibility to create and change more lives, to create the type of life and wealth that you dream of. And how many of you feel that? How many of you feel like you were put on this earth to do something bigger and you've known it for a really long time? I specifically remember as a kid, like I wanted to do something really big, right? Like I remember thinking, like, I'm going to do something big. I'm going to make an impact. Actually, really quick, I don't know how much time I have. Actually, I only have 10 minutes. So I'm going to make this story really quick. I specifically remember sitting in a seat, and we used to have these motivational speakers come talk at our conference or at our school. And I remember thinking, like, man, I want to do that when I grow up. I want to be a motivational speaker. Like, that's what I wanted to do, right? The story's longer, but I don't have that much time. So this is your personal invitation right now. I'm going to cry, you guys. I'm actually going to cry. This is your personal invitation to join us live in Buffalo, New York at the Moneymaker Live event in Buffalo. You guys, man, this event for me is an absolute dream come true. In late 2019, I went and toured a venue to have an event in Buffalo, New York. And as you know, in 2020, that dream was ripped away from me. And I'm thankful that it was. I'm thankful that we were unable to have that event, because I wouldn't be able to create the event and the experience that I am today, because I've learned so much and I've changed so much. And the impact that I'm making today is so much bigger than what I could have accomplished in 2020. I want to create this event. And the reason we did the first Moneymaker Live in South Carolina, the reason that we're doing this Moneymaker Live in Buffalo is because we want to help you get to the next level. And I know the way live events have changed my life. Many of those investments that I talked about when I said I made 10K, 20K, 25K investments, they've been part of live events. They've been at live events where I've been investing to be in person with my mentors. And I want that for you, because I know that's where real transformation happens. That's where you meet real people, and it makes your business real when you're in the room with real people. Moneymaker Live is for those of you who want to be coachable, who want to be trainable. You want methods to grow your business. You want to surround yourself with others that are playing at a high level. And you're 100% clear that you're ready to grow your business. It's not for you if you haven't decided to be committed to making this year and this next year of your life a breakthrough year, and you'd rather stay in your current situation. If you're not ready to let go of your excuses. As a Moneymaker Live Buffalo attendee, you're going to be in person with, I spelled like-minded business owners that grow their business together. Who wants to be in person with like-minded business owners and grow their business together for 3 days? You're going to be equipped to increase your revenue, close more clients that you love and enjoy working with, build a team of qualified ride or die people, and implement proven and repeatable systems for scaling. You're going to be able to launch and scale custom lead generating processes, master your mindset and tap into the best version of yourself, and have more confidence to create real transformation. I want you guys to feel powerful, sexy, and secure in every aspect of your life. How many of you like the sound of this so far? At our mastermind, we obviously have a couple amazing speakers. We have Lily Newhouse. She is going to coach you on the $1 million mindset. We have Tammy Pereira. She's going to teach you traffic and paid ads. We have our in-house copywriter, Ella. and she's going to teach you copywriting and workshop some things with you guys so you guys can walk away with posts done. Leanne Kyle is going to teach you that consultative sales, and she even has like a fun competition planned out with how much money you can make in a day. We also have my personal mentor going to be there, Laura Catella Georgie. She's an 8-figure copywriter, $1 million business owner, copywriting and transformational development coach. She's going to be speaking at this event. I'm so excited to have her there. You're going to do one-on-one coaching sessions with the A-team, Allie and Alexis. And of course, you're going to be, you're not one-on-one with me. Ignore that one-on-one part. You're obviously going to be hosted by me, and I'm going to be delivering quite a few keynotes. Specifically, this year's theme is all about generational wealth and making more money. The event starts October 24th until the 27th. We are we have a welcome party the evening of the 24th, so you can fly in the morning of the 24th in October. So October 24th, you fly in October. We have an evening party and registration that evening. Our day 1 will be on the 25th. Day 2, in the evening, we have rooftop bar planned. We have rooftop bar. Ladies, help me out. What else is planned? Rooftop bar. I'll have to go to the sales page. I think some of that stuff is on there. I'm like, Alexis, help me out here. Braid Babes is going to be there at the welcome party. So there's going to be braiders there to braid our hair, do fun things like that. Open bars at the first night. So we have the welcome party. I'm like, Alexis, where are you? And Bill Bills, right? Oh, so and then the third day. The third day is a half day, and it's a half day, and the rest of the day on the third day, so that's going to be the 27th, is actually a fulfillment day for our mastermind members only. So as a member of our mastermind, we have a bowling party. So we're going to be bowling, we have food, and we're also going to be doing headshots and photography session. So that's for mastermind members only. So if you're interested in getting in the mastermind, obviously reach out to us because that would be amazing. But that's for mastermind members only. Okay, that's not supposed to be there. Okay, so the total investment outside of here is $697, you guys. Outside of here, like you leave here, it's $697. If you go to the sales page right now, it is $497 for you. So we have it at a discount right now at $497. It is a early bird discount. The other thing I want to let you know about this event is that it is a third of the way sold out before we've even launched it. Like it was a third sold out before today, and today's the first day that anyone's even sold. Like this is it. This is the first time we've ever told anyone about the event, and it was a third of the way sold out. And that's because our mastermind members, the first day we told our mastermind members about it, our highest level clients, they were in. They bought all the seats. Like they were like, we're here, we're there, we're going, right? So our mastermind members, 31 of them have already taken the seats, and we're only allowing 100 people to attend this year at this specific event. This is going to be but that's not all. There's more to this. I'm sorry. So there's going to be a virtual implementation workshop. So that's with me. Well, as soon as you buy your ticket, this is members who commit today. Members who commit today get their ticket at $497 today. You're going to do a virtual implementation workshop with me. So before the event, we'll schedule that. It'll probably be in the next month, where you're going to do a Zoom call with me. We'll probably focus this on helping you make money, get you a client, or potentially 2-3 clients, literally within before you go to that event. Because we want you to show up to the event with wins. Like we want you at the event making money. Like, we don't want you to come to the event and feel like, man, I really hope that I get my return on investment. We want you to get your ROI from the event before you get to the event. Does that make sense? So we're committed to doing that before. So members who commit today are going to also get this virtual implementation workshop. That's probably going to be an hour, 2 hours, however long it goes, really. So what if I don't make my money back is probably maybe your question. Like, you know, I'm going to buy this for $497. What if I don't make my money back? Or, you know, there's other investments involved in this. I'm going to have to book my flight. I'm going to pay for the hotel, right? We guarantee you're going to make your money back. We know you will, because every single person that's attended our event that has implemented the things from our event has made their money back. Like, they're doing so incredibly well. And the people that I featured in the very beginning of this made their money back, right? What if you're broke, right? Here's the thing. If you're so broke that you can't do it, we're not here to like have you starve your children or like don't come. Like, if you're in that bad of a place, if you can't get financing or whatever, don't come. That's it. Like, it's okay. It's okay. There's going to be a next one, right? So if you're so broke that we're going to like have you like not be able to afford to live, please don't do that for us. That's okay. You're nervous about traveling. I hate flying, and I fly all over the country every single month. Literally hate it. I take anxiety medication to do it. So I'm with you. I don't have childcare. Yeah, that is a very tough situation, and I totally feel that. But if you want to grow your business, you have got to start working on learning how to ask for help. You do. This is part of the process. Like, you have to start getting help right now. So this is the time to do it. Like, this is a good reason to do it, to grow your business. Find people who can support you right now to start following your dreams. And you have a lot of time right now to secure that and start getting comfortable with somebody who could help you with your kids. Okay, so here's what to do next. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to this page, this Moneymaker Live page. You're going to hit that reserve your spot right here. Once you go there, you hit the reserve your spot. What time is it? Oh shoot, I have another call to get on. It's okay. So you're going to hit that reserve your spot, and I will actually go out of here. Oh, that's the wrong one. We're going to go to that website really quick. You go here. And so all the details are here. You're going to get a bunch of testimonials, all of that here. You can just click this button right here, reserve your spot now. You're going to type in your information here, your card number. You complete your order. Once you do that, at that point, once you complete your order, what's going to happen is you're going to get information about room block. You're going to get information about, what else are they going to get information on, Alexis? What else? What's the next? You get like a survey. Do you want to unmute yourself, Alexis, and just talk? And Allie, do you want to start my other call?
You will get a email that has the information. It will take you to a type form, just collect some information from you, check if you have any food allergies, anything along those lines. It'll see if you like where you're at monthly, what kind of business you have, you know, just so we can look at all that information before you come. And then you will get the room block information, and there is a little guide we put together that has some things to do in the area. It's really cool. It has stuff that we are known for here, like certain types of food or things that you have to try before you leave the area. So just a cute little guide for you guys to check out also.
Awesome. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions, any concerns? Who's coming? Is the real question. I know Corinne will be there. I know there's quite a few people on the call that are going to be there. Pam's going to be there. Well, yes, everything's at the hotel. Pretty much every single thing is at the hotel. all of the rooftop bar party that we're having is at the hotel. The dinner we're having is at the hotel. The party we're having. Is there a shuttle from the airport? Ooh, I don't know about that.
I'm not 100% sure, but we can double check.
Oh. Awesome. Mandy will be there. So excited. All right, my dears. Well, I don't have any last minute questions. I'm gonna go check Facebook to see if anyone had questions over there. Yeah, it's probably about a 15-minute trip. It's not far. Oh, that was so nice. Andrew McShay's on here, and he says if you follow Alyssa, get your butt to her next event. So nice of him. Thanks, Andrew. And the food. Yeah, we have such good food planned for this one. Oh my gosh. We have like a Taste of Buffalo, a bar coming. And you guys, I want to let you know that our price point, like the investment for you guys to come to this, are we eating wings? I think so. Yeah, I think there's wings. Yeah. The price point literally is down to covering our expenses. That's it. Like it's just covering the food and like our pieces of swag. Like the value you actually get there is 30x like what the price point is. It's so crazy. And in the future, my plan is to have these events be events where we're actually charging $2,500 to $3,000. So this might be one of the last events that we do at this price point. So something to think about. So I am going to let you guys go. If you're on the fence for some reason, I don't know why you would be, because coming to hang out with us in Buffalo sounds like the coolest idea ever. Check out the venue. It's 500 Pearl. We're going to be in the Forbes Theater, which is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. If you guys have any questions or you're on the fence, you have anything that you want to talk to us about before you make travel arrangements or commit to coming, please reach out to myself, Alexis, Allie, anyone, any of our clients too. Literally any of our clients will probably tell you to just be there because you'd be dumb not to be there. So that's as blunt as I could probably put it, but just honest. It's just honesty. All right, I gotta go. I love you guys. Mwah! I will talk to you guys later.